Hello.
Hello, hello,
Hi everyone.
everyone. I think I should remove my background. Yeah. Strike. Okay, so welcome everyone. This is already our review panel 2. So we have John Tachil, we have Arpita, and we have Neil. Neil, start your video. Arpita, is Rohan joining by any chance?
No, I don't think so. I'll check with him. He had some work to finish.
Give me one moment. Like I'm just setting up.
Awesome. Okay. So I think we have some groups here.
Yes.
Group 1, Group 2, people are there here?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ramana.
Good, good. So, guys, again, this is a progress check thing, right? This is a progress check review. You need not show us any presentations. I mean, if you want, you can show, but mainly we would want to see what's the work which is going on, what's the research, or what's the how is the solutioning coming, how is the relationship between research and solutioning happening, or things like that, right? We want to see your status check and give you, I mean, not really give you directional advice, but uh, whether give an indication whether you're going right or wrong or something majorly happening, give you some encouragement, but then judge you on that. Oh, I forgot. Arpita, we have the judgment form,
In 5 minutes.
the ratings. I think she ratings form. Can you give the same link?
Yeah. I'm just gonna duplicate it and I'm going to.
Yeah. So John,
Yep.
John and Neil. So you guys are going to be in the panel of judging the teams uh, on the kind of work they are doing. Okay. You will be given what do you say? Once again, Arpita, the same link does. Do you think the same aspects work now? Don't they don't work, right?
No, I'll just change it.
Yeah, you just change and.
Yes.
John, what's happening right now is morning they presented what problem statement they have picked. We have given them 5 problem statements to pick one from. As a group, they decided what problem statement to pick, and they told why they picked that, what is their action plan to solve it, how are they dividing work among themselves, what is the timeline planning, how will they finish it in the next 48 hours, right? What research will they do, or whatever. And they all showed multiple things which they already started as well. Now multiple groups are on a stage where they have done a lot with their research. Now they're transitioning into the solutioning part where they're doing making some wireframes, or just getting started with wireframes, or trying to make some UI or system or something like that. They're trying to collate their insights from primary and secondary research and trying to use those insights in the hypothesis which they have, right?
Got it.
So typically all these people will show their working documents which we are more interested to see, because we want to see what's work happening more than the presentations they might give in the PPT format, right? Um and judgment is basically on are they doing anything just for the sake of doing it, or are they doing it because it has a valid reason?
Got it.
Are they jumping too early into the solutions, or have they done proper validation of the understanding of the problem, and have it done proper validation of the assumptions?
Got it.
And have they even come up with assumptions and some hypothesis? Because without any hypothesis, without any assumption, or without any idea about what you want to build, you possibly cannot do any research as well. You should not also shoot in the dark saying that I'll do all research, after that I'll figure out what to do. That also should not happen, right?
Got
So
it.
that balance is what we are trying to look at. Neil is also here with an amazing background. uh, Dude, you need to give a home tour to us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so these are all the things which we are trying to look and judge. Okay, so Arpita is going to give the judgment Google
Just send it
form.
on the. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna send it on the group right now.
Yes,
You said Arpita was going to give the judgment.
she's going to send the judgment
Judgment
form.
going to
You will
go
have
on
to fill the
WhatsApp.
form after every group's presentation.
Yes.
The word presentation, the word presentation is meaning PPT these days. Yeah, I mean that's the sad part. Presentation means to present whatever you're doing. Need not be the PowerPoint presentation. But anyway, whatever people will be presenting now, you need to, after the presentation is over, they'll get 3 minutes to tell what they're doing. After 3 minutes, you will get to ask them questions, and for like 3 to 4 minutes. In the end, we'll give them directional feedback not detailed feedback about their product, but directional feedback. And after that, we evaluate the team from the form, whatever is over there, and then get started with the next team. This is what will happen for the next 3 hours.
Got it.
Okay, we have 15 teams in place. Starting from team 1 till team 15, we'll run this whole activity, 10 minutes per team to do all this activity. The team get only 3 minutes to present, and the remaining questions, and then evaluate. Everything should finish in 10 minutes. Okay.
Cool.
So, Arpita, once you're ready, you tell. Meanwhile, few more points, guys. So I've been speaking to some teams where I've seen some confusion regarding the primary research and secondary research not matching and giving matching insights. This is it 100% happens. There is no doubt that you will get very matching results in both primary and secondary research. User studies are meant to get qualitative behavioral insights. Desk research is definitely going to give you a lot product related insights, a lot of numbers, quantitative things, a lot of experiments done by a lot of companies, right? These are supposed to be different. Put your behavioral insights in proving what behaviors are you going to drive. Use your desk research in testing models. What product models are you going to build, right? And why does your product model, or why does your idea, product model in the sense, why does your idea as a solution, why should it even be considered for the experimentation as a solution for this? Because some other companies have done these experiments and these are the results they got, is some desk research you might have got, right? So they're supposed to be different. They need not prove the same things. Use your judgment in using the right things. Let us say your primary research gave 100 points, out of which maybe only 10 points are relevant for now, because you can't solve all users' problems. You have only 48 hours. You need to prioritize. Maybe only 10 insights are valid for the current scenario you are in and the current scoping you have done. Use only those, but showcase all the 100, but clearly mention that, hey, out of the 100 insights we have over here, these are the 10 relevant insights which we are using to go forward, right? I hope it makes sense, right? Don't worry, even if your presentations are not really in this manner, take it as a general feedback, do it, and be prepared for tomorrow. Yeah. After this also, we'll be hopping on into each groups, and we'll try and give more feedback and give some directional strategies, right? But for now, please present us what you're working on. Consider it as a progress check, telling about what changes happened, how the timeline is working on, what you do, what in this such stage, or what's the current thing, what is the plan for later, whatever, right? Show the working documents to us. Arpita, did you share the document with them? The link with them?
Yes, yes. Number,
Yep.
John and Neil, do you have the
Yep. I have the link.
open with you?
Yep.
Let me.
Meanwhile, who is presenting in group 1?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, Kanika, can you come on video?
Just a second. Yeah, so I don't have a great background like Neil, but I think.
You always see us having very crappy backgrounds, so great. No judgments. No.
Yeah, stuck to the bed since last evening. That's the only that I have been.
Next thing also. Awesome. So
I'll just share.
Please share your screen.
So do we have to focus on the things that we talked in the first review as well and move forward with that?
After this, a progress check. You can go forward. We will guide the mentors here. Not a problem.
So the host has disabled screen sharing.
Sorry for that. Go ahead now. Try now.
Yeah, I can now. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
So the problem statement we are working on is around YouTube Premium memberships, like how the users are not finding anything attractive to go to YouTube Premium memberships apart from blocking the ads. And based on the feedback that we received in the first review, we have now properly divided the team roles, what we are doing, like around research, pain point identification, brainstorming the ideas, and basic wireframing. So the process, based on the process, earlier we had showed you, here's the we are following as well. And we are pretty much able to stick to it. Just some changes we'll have to push a little more tonight, I feel. So yeah, so we first of all we all divided ourselves and did different types of secondary researches around what are the platforms, similar platforms, what are their offerings, what are the stats right now for YouTube Premium membership, especially in India. And
Please
then
keep going as you speak.
yeah, we had a stats insight and the scope for each of the main points that we had. And then we try to, based on these findings, we try to form a questionnaire so that we are on the same lines and are able to find out more insights on the same issues. But we kept this free while we were interviewing. So started with basics like what are your hobbies, what do you do for time pass, and then moving to streaming platforms, YouTube experiences, and why, if they're using premium membership, why, what's the meaning of premium to them. And so how did we find users for our primary research? So we sent out polls on Instagram, and we found out, we tried to find out friends of friends other than the direct contact, so that we could get a broader idea. And DM them, talked a little about them, and if we felt they fit in what we were looking for, then we went for calls.
Mm-hmm.
And if we couldn't arrange calls, then we basically sent out a small survey document. If they helped us with filling in around them.
Good.
The main the main thing we are going with is that we have to convert the active YouTube, mainly convert active YouTube users into premium memberships. Because if a person is not using YouTube as of now, so converting them into premium membership would be a slightly difficult task. But those who are active users, they should be more lured to be trying the premium membership. So we did after the primary research, we came together and we talked about, and we were able to identify 3 user groups. One were those who use YouTube regularly, and they didn't know much about premium. They were frustrated about the ads coming, and they were not able to minimize the on mobile, like the music apps. But they still didn't know much about YouTube Premium. The second one, sorry.
Go ahead.
So secondly, those who were using premium membership, they thought that they were getting nothing much than blocking of ads. They didn't use YouTube originals much. So they wanted some exclusive content, and say they just were paying because the amount was less. And one were those who tried premium membership but then moved on to YouTube vans or third-party applications who were selling all of this for free. Although they are not that safe, but they're like, we want that that the ads should not, we should not be able to skip the ads. But yeah, they can, they wanted that experience, so they moved on to mod versions of the
I'm writing in the chat if you want to see.
Sorry, everyone else, please go on mute.
So then there are we identified some challenges and frustrations based on all these 3 user groups.
Click on shareable link.
And then we try to identify the scope of improvements there, and then frame some how might we's to get us started with. Then we brainstormed together and got together for an idea brainstorming session, and we created some idea space wherein just started putting on what could be done. So Mehak, would you like to continue from here?
Yeah, sure.
You have just 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go quick. So there were a lot of tiny problems that people faced. So we jotted it down and we came down to 3 main solutions that could help improve the current situation.
Nice.
One main solution would be to change the UI, because I spoke to a premium subscriber and I asked him, for knowledge sake, I asked him, how does your interface look different? He said everything looks the same. And if people are paying money, they would want to obviously feel special and get a personalized experience. So to change the UI was our one problem. Our solution to retain the already subscribers. The other one was that the regular users had only problems with ads. They didn't care much about YouTube Music or any other issues. So
Okay.
we thought of coming up with packages. So different sort of subscribing packages. So one package would be at a lesser rate than the current one, which would have only removal of ads, because that's what majority of people require. So right now it's 79 per month. We would bring that lower. We would just have a particular package for no ads. Then another package that, according to our secondary research, we found out that a lot of people watch regional languages, like videos of regional languages. So we thought of inculcating a new feature where there would be a package called a regional package, where people could choose a particular language and they would get all exclusive content that could possibly be there online.
Good.
That is what people could connect to. And the third one was, so now that we are bringing about packages, the already existing premium subscribers shouldn't have an issue. They should be comfortable with what they were. So we would have a package which would be called old is gold or something of that sort, which would have the original package that's available now. So that's an option as well.
Yeah, make it fast. Good work, guys. Make it fast. Finish it off.
Yeah, so these are the main things, and changing the UI, making packages, and the other one would be to give recommendations. So people want to know more about what's new, what they like. So there would be like a notifications tab, and it would be like a very personalized message. Like I would get a message saying, "Hey Mehek, would you want to watch this?" Or "Hey Mehek, there's some new content for you." So people get more connected, and they would want to tap on that thing, and the app would open, and they would want to surf more. So these are the solutions that we have come up with for now. And we have like divided ourselves. There are these drafts that we've made, and once we get review from you guys, then we would start
Good.
working on Figma.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Pretty much very like well worked upon, that I should really appreciate. To the mentors, before I just leave it to you, guys, only thing is, I feel you need to connect your solutions a little bit more to the primary and secondary research. You're doing it. You're giving me anecdotes from what I found from secondary research is this, and from the primary research is there. But I think more connection can happen, right?
Okay.
And it in written format, that will be very powerful for you. And one more thing is stating the assumptions and hypothesis is one more thing which I feel should also be written down. I know you had a lot of assumptions, but you haven't stated them, right? So I'm just telling it because mentors can here understand kind of what we are looking at. Or else, mentors, do you have any questions?
I
Please
just
ask. Yes, Arpita?
I just wanted to
Yeah.
I think
Arpita.
one thing I would have liked to know in this is the like from the initial plan that you guys had started, how much was the like, are you still on the same track, or was there
Are you on
any?
the track, guys? What's your track, timeline track?
So
They
yeah,
one thing they
continue.
did is they have changed. They have a timeline now in the
Yeah.
shop, because morning they didn't kind of show it. They're showing it now. But are you on
Yeah,
track? What's your
yeah. We are on track. So now we'll get the prototypes and wireframes reviewed by you guys, and then we'll carry on with starting with our Figma wireframes and connecting all. So we'll also do one kind of a small feedback session as well so we can connect with are this prototypes and wireframes working as well with the users.
Correct. 1 second, guys. Uh, Neil, John, do you have any questions? Please ask. I think we will have to push it a little bit by 5 minutes. Arpita, I'll
Yeah.
just call you. Go on mute. I'll just call you. Neil.
Yeah. So
and
the
John, please ask questions.
only question I have is regarding individual roles that you have had so far in the progress that you've made. So how was the distribution like?
Yeah. So initially we started with researching together. Like
Mhm.
we had divided us for secondary research. What would we be like? Who would be reviewing the stats and the KPMG reports and stuff like that, and who would be monitoring the existing platforms and what could be picked. Who would evaluate YouTube current UI and stuff like that. Then we sort of divided ourselves as to who will conduct more of primary researches and who will at the same time start looking more towards what could be made, and then we connected together, and then two of us started doing the empathy mapping stuff, and based on the research then people started wireframing. So we have divided as mentioned the user roles.
Cool. Got it.
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, John.
I have like only one question. So one of the problem you are trying to figure out like how to make a different UI for different like premium users, right? So like how did you came with that as like what was the pathway to think came to that solution that as idea? Like, what was the research like for that thing? Like how
Yeah.
people? Yeah, continue.
So based on based on the interviews with the people who are currently using premium membership, so they have mostly opted for kind of family plans, and they are coming out to be cheaper, and they like because of the free plan, they like that without ads experience. So they thought that they didn't want to go back. That's why but they felt that YouTube as a normal screen and YouTube Premium, they looked the same. They felt the same. They didn't feel what change
So,
was
like,
them as a user if they're paying extra. So they felt like they are being less valued. They needed something more. In that perspective, we thought of giving something more premium looking.
one other question, like, what, like, do you have like any idea like how much people are actually watching YouTube? Like, where are they watching? They're watching in TV or like they're watching it in their computer? Like, where are they watching?
So we had, based on the stats that we had collected from various, in India, the top viewed channel is TC. For music, a lot of people are using it. Then there is Set India and Z India.
No. I guess I'll reframe my question. Question was like, you like, are they consuming YouTube on a smart TV or the like on computer?
So based
like in a browser or something.
As of now, based on our questions as well and on the stats as well, the maximum usage right now for YouTube India is via phone apps, mobile applications. So mainly,
you have scoped it down. I think you should write that part that you have scoped it down only to the mobile part.
Sure, I'll just mention it.
Got it. Makes sense.
Also, I forgot to add one point. Can I do that now? Or
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So basically, one more issue was that okay, just give me a second.
Quickly, you just have 1 minute. We'll start off with the next group. Mentors, you guys can start evaluating.
Yeah. So what happens is whenever you're trying, whenever a company wants you to buy their subscription, they give you 1 month or 7 days free trial. But in that process, they ask you to enter your card details, and people hesitate about that. So what we thought of here was that there would be like a software update in which from that particular date, if a particular user is spending, so there would be like a limit that would be provided. So if a user is spending those many hours on watching videos on YouTube, once the person crosses that limit, that person would be given a free 1 month subscription. So what happens in that process is that person is already spending so many hours, and then that person would be spending another hour using the premium subscription. So they would get hooked onto the channel, and it would be very difficult for them to go off the premium and use the regular, the regular YouTube thing.
I get it, Mehak, I get it, and we don't have time as well. Note all this down. Is this documented? Is this idea documented?
Yes, this is documented.
Does it have backing of research? I know it has some assumptions.
Yeah.
Have some backing from your primary and secondary research?
Yes. The card details thing, yeah.
Right. So
that they don't want to fill it for free.
Write those things down. I think it'll be awesome. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome. Good.
Thank you.
But definitely a lot of improvement from the first presentation to this. Hats
Yeah.
off to that. That is
Yeah.
very, very
Thank
encouraging.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah. Who is here from
Thank
the group
you.
two? Who is here from group two?
Yes, hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Manasa.
Who is this? Manasa.
Mansa.
We have you on camera.
Mansa. Yes, one second. So, Arun, just let me check with Arun.
Yeah, I'm here, Manasa.
Yeah, okay.
Please share your screen.
Yes.
Who is sharing the screen?
I'm sharing my laptop is little stuck actually. So we have to show the additions from the morning presentation, right?
Yeah, I would say utilize your time in not repeating anything.
Okay.
And whatever you did till now, any changes which happened,
Yes.
what are your team members doing, and basically everything what you have done.
Okay. Am I audible?
Are you on track, not on track? All these things also you have to tell. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm my screen is visible, right?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
So yesterday we couldn't conduct much research properly because we couldn't find teachers. So we have done a quick research with few teachers, and most of the high school teachers have given the insights where they would like to decide when students can leave the class. They don't want to have an option to voluntarily leave, and they would like to hold control over switching off the video. They don't want students to turn off the video, and so the inside and the videos are not clear sometimes, and they can't notice where they logged on. So all the micro tasks we have come to know through the research. And
Sorry, I'll have to pause you for 1 minute.
yes,
Can you show your problem statement just for the new mentors? Don't worry, we'll give you this time back.
okay.
Uh,
Problems.
I caught the problem statement. Fine. Can continue.
Neil,
Yep.
what about you?
Yeah, I'm aware. I wrote the problem statement.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think it's we have clearly mentioned in the presentation.
No, we got the problem statements. Go ahead, continue with the presentation.
Yeah.
Manasa.
Please go ahead, Mansa.
Okay, 1 second. So yeah, so the insights from the feedback we got is they teachers don't want students to miss the class. That's why they don't want they don't want to have these options like turning off the video or leaving whenever they want to. And yes, actually how it happened was we have assigned each person to have one person for empathy mapping and one person the user journey map. We have did that. So we really didn't have the uh, review meeting internally so far. Uh, so we have made the empathy map like with few users, and I cannot really explain this empathy map right now. So yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Can I share the this one? This one, the user journey map of the research I have conducted personally. If you can view it, okay. So
Don't
I
worry,
have
tell us what you have done. It's enough.
That's what you've done.
okay. I have made the user journey map before class, during the class, and after class. What are the points a teacher? What are the touch points of the teacher? So organize before class. It comes organize presentation and materials, and logging in and check if he or she is presentable before the video. And during the class, check audio and video of herself and the students one. Mark attendance. Make sure the videos are on continuously. deliver a lecture and take doubts. And after the class, there's an individual feedback and update homeworks. And we were trying to, I was trying to get the emotional stage of the teachers also. It was very frustrating during the class, so they couldn't give their 100% when they were delivering the online compared to the offline. So
Okay.
So the ideas we came up to solve the problems of the teachers are that like student identity through the facial or retina scan. So once if they are not present, it will be immediately notified to the student or the teacher that the video is off, or if it is continuously off more than 15 minutes, even the parents would get a message. So, and introducing gamification to the students for engagement, like we thought the camera is continuously on, right? If it is scanning the student's retina, if they couldn't scan for more than 5 or 10 minutes, a cat will come and peep into the screen of the pupil, trying to show that your teacher will find you if you don't come online or something. So we don't know whether this works or not.
Yeah, don't explain everything. So we got some ideas. That's fine.
And the private messages and notifications to each student or parent, like if a student is not concentrating.
Manasa, I have to block you here. You don't have time to present everything.
Okay.
You have to just tell what you did. That's enough.
Okay.
So tell what you have done after this. So you got some wireframes.
Yes. So whenever if a student want to exit, he has to take the permission of the host. And and if a student wants to send a message, if the student is not concentrating, we'll give an option whether he's late to class, listen to class, or why not concentrating. So on clicking each button, the message will be sent. She doesn't have to type all. So
good.
Yeah.
Next.
So far we have.
Got it. Very good. Mentors, do you have questions before we give direction feedback? Any questions? Please ask quickly.
Just quickly, I don't want you to explain your empathy map. I just want you to explain a little. I would have liked if you told me a little bit more about what made you pick user journey, what made you pick empathy mapping, and like a little bit if you could explain about that. Not right now. If you could have, it would have been nice.
Yes.
I think that's
right. The why is like your document is missing the why. You're doing the steps. What is missing is why you're doing each step and how will the next step help the previous step or whatever.
Okay.
For example, your solutions. I don't know how you came up with the solutions from the above empathy map, journey map which you made. Usually it's very logical, but you need to connect them both, right?
Yes.
So that's one thing. Or it's questions, guys. So John, Neil, please.
Yeah, I guess it's same line. Like I just want to know. I want more. How you came with what was the reasoning behind all those ideas you picked up? Like how did it originated from? Okay, your idea of like each idea you presented, right? I want to what is the backstory for each idea coming up? That is what I will be more wanted to see.
Okay, so
I think it's more.
How does it relate to your research, or how does it relate to your hypothesis?
Yes.
Write those things down.
I understand that you mentioned in the beginning that you've just finished up these inside the document and you've not reviewed all of these yourselves together. So right now it's okay that that link is not present in the document, but by the time you reach when you try to move further from here, please have that first so that you know that you've considered everything while making these decisions.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I think Anudeep is off for a bit. I'll just take over. Is there any other? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for presenting, Manasa.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mentors, you can evaluate. Till then, the rest of the teams, please. From now on, I'll be putting a timer, and let's try to stick to it. And
don't explain what exactly internal points. You don't have time for that. You only have time to tell us what you did overall. We did this research, we got these solutions from it, we understood this. Explain the whys and show what all you did. That is
Yeah.
only how much time you have right now, right?
Okay, so Anudeep, I will put the next person, whoever begins, I'll just put a 3-minute timer so that we can warn them like we were doing in review 1. Okay.
Sure, please go ahead.
All right. Okay, so this was group 2. Group 3. Who's going to present from group 3?
Payal, I'm going to present.
Oh, hi, Payal.
While
Hi,
yeah,
hi.
do we have your video?
Yeah. So
Yes.
I'll just.
Yes, Payal.
Okay. So all the best, Payal.
Okay.
You may begin.
Yeah.
Okay, but group 2, guys, good efforts again. Just write the voice and you're awesome. Your research is really good. I've seen that. Okay. Connections are missing. Do it. It'll be super awesome. Right? Group 2. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we started with the desk research, and like there's a plenty of
Sorry,
information.
problem
I'll just.
statement, please. Which problem statement?
Yeah. Sorry. It's the YouTube problem statement.
Got it. John, you know the YouTube problem statement?
Yep.
Got
I
it.
know.
Go
I
ahead.
have the state.
So I'm just scrolling down, and yeah, we have given a overall crisp insights from what we got from the desk research initially, and majorly we found out that why Indians don't prefer buying a premium subscription, even though it's the cheapest, like second cheapest in the world. So basically that was the end of the desk research. We found this one good insight, and then we thought maybe in the user research we can dig in deeper and like get to know what are the reasons that people are not willing to buy those premium plans. And then we like jotted down the various subscription plans available and the statistical data. um, then also at one point of time we thought like maybe we should think the problem think of the problem in the like how the creators are benefiting from it. So we also found out a point where the content creators, like if people are viewing their premium content, they are getting a share of portion of the revenue which whatever is generated. So it's a concept called revenue sharing. So we figured that out. And also what needs to be improved, so we got mixed reviews on the customer feedback and all of that, and we jotted it down. And the user behavior, like what age group is like typically hooked on YouTube, and like what are the do they connect it on their TV or other platforms where they watch it. So, and then after that, we thought maybe we could do like 1 or 2 user research to get more insights. So we made our assumptions to validate, like we listed down assumptions. And so one of our
Sorry,
team.
you have a minute left, okay?
Okay. So after that, we like just went on to the user interviews, and we did a quick user interview with them and found out what are their frustrations and likings, dislikings, and how they were not premium members. So we found out the insights from them.
Good.
And after that, currently now, like we had a discussion with Neil, so he helped us out, and he told us like how we were actually stuck over here, so he helped us out and told us like how we can categorize the different groups. So currently we are like 2 of us are working on the journey map, and based on the user interviews and the desk research, we have also like for now jotted out the challenges and the how might we's for it. So like the journey mapping is where we are stuck. So like we'll finish it now, and then after that add more challenges as we come across and do the how might we. So we haven't actually come up with a solution yet, because like we are like actually not on track. So we are 1 hour back.
You're 1 hour delayed. That's good. Thank you for your words. So I feel you have to really speed up to the solutioning part because you don't have time. You might not have time to do all the journey mapping and all. I think use your judgment very well. You have to start solutioning, and you have to hit back to your research and get things, or else we'll not be able to finish it. So that's one direct thing which I want to say directionally. Or else mentors, please ask questions.
Yeah, I don't think I have any questions per se, but I think the same feedback, I would want to know a little bit more about So you're getting stuck in the journey map now. I understand that. But why are we going with the journey map?
So
Maybe
like
we could. No,
like
you don't need
what?
to explain.
Don't answer.
You don't need to
Okay, okay,
explain.
okay.
You have the voice with you.
Yeah. We have the
Then
voice.
it's fine.
Write them down
So
nicely.
I
Okay.
don't have
Yeah.
any questions as such.
Huh.
I think you should, as Anudeep said, move towards the solution right now.
But
Yeah,
You will
we'll
have
do
to.
that.
do you have a tracker, timeline tracker?
Yeah, like we
Yes.
have a plan of action which has been, so we are like running late over here, like on the journey mapping part. So
I think you should run this on an Excel sheet or something where you keep time check. This is happening, this
okay.
is delayed or whatever. At least one person should keep some time or something and make sure the time is being late or else we'll get delayed. I feel you're seriously delayed, but don't take pressure. Come to the solutioning, scrap everything else right now. Come to the solutioning with whatever understanding you guys have. Start building
Mm-hmm.
wireframes and then ask some other team members to start relating with the research and keep changing your wireframes. So you need to get onto that as soon as possible. You don't have time to do any more of those empathy mappings and all these things. You don't have time. Okay.
Okay, we'll do
So
that. Yeah.
do it
Thank
parallelly.
you.
Do it parallelly. Okay.
Yeah.
You already got good insights. So work with them right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank
All,
you.
all right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any
Yeah.
other mentors? No questions?
No, I've already talked to them like half an hour back, so I
Okay.
know where the progress is.
All
Sure.
right.
Thank you, Payal. Mentors, you can give your feedback. And meanwhile, let me call on the
Group
next group.
4.
4.
Hi.
Group 4,
Hi, Anandi.
Srinivas.
Yep. I just share my screen.
Sorry, Srinivas, are you from group 4?
Yeah, group 4.
Awesome. Hey, Srinivas.
Cool. Hi.
Hi. Okay, so I will tell me when you're ready. I'll start.
Yep, I'm
Oh,
ready now.
gadi leke baiti hai.
So,
Go ahead. Go
Huh?
ahead.
Actually.
yeah,
Okay.
this was our timeline initially, and we're kind of sticking to our timeline. We're a little, making good progress now. And this was our plan of action. The desk research we've done plenty of desk research, and the user journey we just completed our user journey. Before I get to that, after the review today in the morning, we did our user interviews. We found out many problems that the users faced. We interviewed teachers and students. So we found out there are some gaps that exist in the. First of all, I should tell you that my problem statement is Zoom. So the gaps that we found were common, and people tend to move on to other platforms for online teaching, and these gaps were something that we plan to solve, and we are doing that. So we conducted user interviews. We found out the same thing. We didn't do user personas because there were different types of users, and you know uh, many different types of users would increase our timeline a lot, and that was something we can't afford. So we went ahead and did a user journey instead to understand at which point of
Okay,
the.
Srinivas, why don't you show what you did? Because this
Yeah,
is not really helping.
cool. So these are some of the problems that we faced, that students have low motivation, they don't have energy, they don't have a routine schedule or something, and they wait for the response. And we found out this one problem where when the teacher is sharing their screen, the teacher can't identify whether which student is asking their doubt. So that's one thing we found out. So we wanted to solve for that. Instead of the teacher having to go back to the Zoom thing again and again to find out who is talking and all that, that's one of the problems we're solving. And we also had uh, from the user interviews, we found out that people have the teachers have problems with breakout rooms. So we're trying to improve on their experience using the breakout rooms.
You have a minute left, Srinivas.
Yeah. Okay. For the interactive experience, that was the in the problem statement, we plan to bring in quizzes, which is very similar to the Instagram, all these things which are.
Srinivas, you're not
Yeah.
showing all that to us.
Sorry, we have the empathy maps, but we don't have screenshots for how that is being done. We have research for that.
Can you show your docs, or
Okay.
is the documentation on the presentation?
Uh,
Can you show your rough docs to us once?
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the document?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all the research that we did
Uh-huh.
initially from the beginning of the hackathon. We have
Okay.
everything, combined here. All
Okay.
the interviews we conducted, it's all mixed up. We did competitive research as well.
Good. Very good.
For the, first review, found out many things that were included in them and what is missing in ours, what we can introduce better in ours, in the Zoom thing, all that we did. And
Good.
we found out like some assumptions we made, and then we found out from the user interviews that some assumptions were correct and people had those problems, right?
Good.
So those are the things that we solved. And yeah, so challenges, we listed down all the challenges, and we went on ahead to writing down our how might we questions. I'm sure we can come up with more how might we questions, and we'll do that. We'll keep on doing that, and improve what our solutions are. The solutions we're addressing now are attendance thing, which is not present in Zoom. So that's one other thing. And as I mentioned before, like people can't see who is talking back to them, right? The teachers. So a bubble like messenger is one of the solutions we came up with.
Good. I think your time is up.
Yeah.
Time is up. Srinivas, you could have showed this to us first. It has saved a lot of time.
Cool.
Uh,
Okay.
the presentation is not really telling the whole story.
Okay.
So this is fine. Don't please put your effort on that. The final video and all is different. But for now, it's a progress check. All the teams who are coming, please show your docs to us and explain what you're doing. Did you get to wireframes?
We did. We just got to wireframes. I think Vidula can explain better on that. Since we don't have time, I don't know if we want to go ahead.
Okay.
You have a screenshot on the PPT. You can move to the last slide.
Okay.
Sir.
ठीक है. No worries. You
So
made some wireframes. Do you have reasonings why you made these wireframes? How are they related to research and all?
Yeah. Do you want me to explain?
No. You
Yes.
if you have it, it's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Guys, any other questions? John, Neil?
So
No, I think
my primary question is that the problem statement was more towards teachers. So I saw that you have spent a lot of time in research with both teachers and students alike. While it's good that you have tried to do that to understand how the student perception of those things are as well, but the goal is for the teacher to run the class effectively. So things like for children feeling, for example, that they can't talk to each other and they can't see each other are sort of like sidelined even in the classroom environment where teacher wants to have that control, even in the physical space. So far you've done that. Right now, moving forward, then I would want to, focus your time and attention towards the teacher aspect of it, because that was the initial problem statement was given to you, so
Okay.
that you have a more refined approach towards what you're moving with.
Yes, I think that was the same similar feedback that even I
John, any other question you
wanted
want to have?
to say.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Can you just go up in your presentation once?
Yeah.
To your yeah. So just go. So all these methods you are doing, I think, as we said, write down the whys as well
Yeah,
clearly.
we have that.
Right. I think that's what it is. Or else you'll not be understanding how to use these insights there and how the wireframes have come up. Like how do you come up with solutioning in all these things? So the links should be there, very clearly defined. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot more. There's a lot more inside your document than represented here,
Yes.
as I could tell from the when you were scrolling and items that I noticed there. So it'll be easier for you guys to understand what's happening on and visualize it better if you stick to your document. If you like spend like you could have formatted that document in 1/3 or 1/4 of the time that you spent on building this presentation.
Exactly.
And that formatted document would have been like 10x more beneficial to you than this presentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how like now that you have like one more day left,
Even in your
14
final
hours
video,
left.
guys, don't make PPT presentations. It's okay. You show your docs, format your doc very well, show the complete process, what you did, and show what you have done in your solution. How does it relate to your research? How did your team work? We'll give you a framework, but show it in the doc. It's okay. Don't make these PPT presentations. Okay? Because no need. Okay? Or else, great work, guys. Connections, and then you're done. You're sorted. And get to wireframing and the UI part of it as fast as possible. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, that you have to build a lot of wireframes still, I think, but and a lot of UI as well. Right?
Yeah.
Good, guys. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. So
Next
this was
up,
team
group 5.
four.
हाँ, अभी पांचवा.
Group 5. Who is there here for group 5?
Group 5.
Yeah, hello, it's me. Hello.
Yeah, who is this?
Vivek. Vivek. It's Vivek.
Vivek, do we have your camera on? I'm not able
I'll
to
just
find
see. 1 second.
Yeah, it's Vivek.
How do we share our screen?
Click on share screen.
Share screen. Yeah. Yes.
If you have Zoom as a
course.
problem statement, no.
Yeah. So can you see my screen?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So our problem statement was make my trip. In the morning itself, we had the problem of that we were not able to connect our idea with the problem statement. So we try to work on the plan of the problem statement also, and also the design process that we should follow.
Can you go back to your plan of action?
Oh no, this was the earlier one there, which you said that it is a generic one, so we had to delete it. Actually, we have not compiled everything till now. Everything is like hodgepodge type
No
of thing.
worries,
So
no worries.
it's just a document that we have made. So the design process the design process that we wanted to follow was firstly the secondary research we did. To get who the users are, what are the platforms that the people are using to book to book the vacations and all. What are the effects of the pandemic on the industry, and what are the different popular sports and etc. What the users are going. So in the primary research, we wanted to do the primary research specifically because there are many different types of users. Like some are very avid travelers, some are like they want to save money, so there are different type of users. Some are solo travelers, so there were many type of users we have. So we did that primary research, and we lost more time in that thing, because we also made this talk and we shared it with everyone, and then we got the insight. And I don't think it's we got some good insights also, but I don't think that it is very useful in our further design process. But still, the thing is that we actually lost a lot of time doing this stuff. And then we also did interviews, user interviews, and we made personas. So right now we are on the this defined stage only, so we have not progressed much. Sorry.
Interview documentation.
We made personas. We also like I had all other things written on my sheet, and I've not actually documented everything on the doc itself. So everything is like we have many things, but everything is hodgepodge kind of thing.
See, hodgepodge we don't mind. Is it there
Yeah.
on the doc or not? That's what we mind.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
your user research documentation is not yet here.
Yeah.
Please get it. Okay. That's fine. Are your reasonings there? Why you are doing what?
Yeah, those are there. that we have written.
Why did you do the? Can you just go down? Still a little bit down. No. I'm the secondary research.
Okay, the secondary research.
Can you go to the secondary research? Can you go to your secondary research, not the design process?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing. How to zoom it?
No worries. Do you have a reasoning why you did this, and how does it help you guys? Write that down. Okay. I see thing. What led to the situation of doing a secondary research here, and all this is missing. Yeah. The same feedback for other steps as well.
Yeah, actually, I think we lost a lot of time doing this stuff, which actually does not make.
No, I don't think you lost your time. You just didn't write the reasons properly. You utilized your time. It's just now time to get all this together and start your solutioning part. Did you have any wireframes and all?
We have ideated something, but those are not documented as well.
Yes, put your time over there, and don't think it's all going on waste and time is getting wasted. Don't have that attitude. It's okay. You can utilize all these things, write down the reasonings properly, and start making your wireframes and all, and then relate all these things. I'm sure you will find use of whatever you did. Yeah.
What you can do to move faster from here is take all the information that you have collected since while all the process is in, dump it into the document, and each of you can decide ki, okay, page number 1 to 5 I will do, 6 to 8, 10 I will format, and so on. And that way you can achieve that formatting and collecting of all the information in a structured manner within half an hour or so. Don't spend more than half an hour inside the document itself. Once you have that ready, then you can divide roles now for all the steps that you have remaining to do based amongst yourselves, and then move forward. So it's not like you can split it into half and half hours. Like half hour you do a quick health check for 5 minutes, like where each individual's progress is. Then again go back to doing that, and do 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of review, 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of review. You'll have you'll be able to finish it in time and with a lot of good progress.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is the right way to go from now on.
Yeah.
John?
Good.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for the feedback.
I think one of us will drop in by your group, and I think we should give more what do you say, more direction. So we'll try and do that after the calls. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, now time for group number 6.
Come on, who's there from group number 6 here?
Hey.
Who is this?
Hi.
Hemang. Switch on your camera. Yes, Hemang.
Camera is on. Please.
Yeah.
Share your screen.
Just a minute. Screen share.
Hemang, were you there when we were reviewing few previous groups?
I was there in one of them, I think.
Sorry, we are not able to hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, Hemang.
We are not able to hear you clearly.
Wait, am I audible now?
No.
Not really.
Can you connect your earphones properly? Or maybe just completely remove them off. I don't know. One of them should be.
Wait, just a second. Give me a second.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Well, we can see some screen called business owners.
Cannot hear you guys.
Go ahead. What's the problem statement?
Sorry.
Yeah, WhatsApp business problems.
WhatsApp. Yeah, guys, go ahead, please. First.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible, Hemang.
I cannot hear you guys. So
Okay, I think
May someone
has
moderate this? Jadoo, Jadoo, Jadoo.
Namrata. Hello.
इतना बढ़िया ऑडियो शो चल रहा था यार.
Can someone take over? I think Hemang is having some problems. Namrata,
Hemang, can someone else from your team start presenting if like you have issues right now in the audio?
Namrata,
Yes, yes.
can you take over, please?
Yes, yes. 1 second.
क्या तुम फीडबैक दोगे?
Do we have your video? It's okay. Go ahead.
You know.
Go ahead.
Just give me a second. Yeah, so from the morning, the updates that we have is we basically worked on the 5 Ws in depth, because since our entire project is going to be based on assumptions, we had to get our user insights thorough from the 5 Ws. So in this, we basically asked questions. We are still working on getting some of the answers. Basically, who are the end users? Who is aware of this app? Who purchases it? And is it a product or service app? And what are the tasks the user will perform? When will the user use this app? How did the user know about this app? This is something we are very keen on knowing, and we are waiting to validate this from our interviews. Then how many users use this app monthly? And
You can.
so these are some of
I'm
the general questions.
I'm sorry. Why did you choose to go with the 5 Ws again?
Because firstly, we do not have access to the business owners who use this app,
Okay.
and also the customers. So we asked around a few people to know, and we did get 2 leads into business owners who use this app, but we have not been able to get in touch with them, which is why we eventually
sure.
drafted the survey form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can move.
Sure, move ahead.
Correct. So since this is based on assumptions, we wanted to get our 5 Ws thorough. So these are the in-depth questions we've delved into. Then we also got lucky with some latest reviews online, which tells us about the plus and the minus points. Based on this, we are going to be developing our journey maps. Then again, we were lucky to interview one user. The transcribing for this is still going on, and we are still trying to figure out the latent needs from this, and still trying to extract some valuable insights. The same questionnaire was condensed into the survey form, where we have pretty much asked direct questions, because we just wanted to make this user is the owner of an NGO who basically works with farmers, and he gets wholesale grains from them, and their entire business model apparently is based on WhatsApp payments. So I'm very keen on getting their feedback. Then again, we also figured out we'll be doing heuristics along with this, where we have listed out the existing features, what works best for it, what are the pain points. Accordingly, below we are still working on heuristics, which we will add later. So this is so far
Existing feature means existing feature of what? All the competitors?
Sorry?
Existing features of what?
Existing features of the WhatsApp business app.
All right.
Okay.
And what about your why?
You made some ideas on like what you want to build?
Not yet. I guess once we prepare the customer journey map, we'll have a thorough idea about it.
I
Got it.
Okay, I think you need to again speed up a little bit. We user journey map right now and then it might be cutting it a little too tight. So I think you should manage your time, do a quick plan of action again, what you can do, how to optimize this time. Move towards making wireframes and finding shortlisting your solutions at least soon.
Yeah. So actually, initially we were prepared to go ahead with the desk
Anudeep,
research,
you are on mute.
Okay.
but eventually, sorry, go on.
What's your timeline plan? How is the timeline planning going? Are you on track? Not on track?
No, we are actually lagging behind.
Okay. So yes, I think you should start getting into the solutioning part. Of course, your morning status was very good. I think you guys wasted a little time on getting to the business owners. I know it's a very tricky problem statement, but good that you finally got these people. I saw you're lucky, but I think now there is no more time. Work in parallel, get onto your solutions, parallelly build your journey map and all these things, and start iterating on the wireframes based on the journey map you build and all, right?
Yes.
And some places you have written wise, but I think you should go more detail into like yeah, basically you're trying to get your problem statement better, right? We can also see some whys over here about why you're doing things, but I think a little bit more explanation.
Okay.
And what about your team members collaboration?
It's
Who's
going good.
doing what?
Um, so some of us are
No,
working on the
don't answer.
heuristics.
Namrata, don't answer that.
Okay.
I think that should also be clear. Who's
Yes.
doing what? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Anything else,
All
guys?
right.
Yeah. So
Nothing from
the
my side.
only thing that I will tell you is that I like how you like fine-tuned the process in the beginning to figure out like based on the problems that you had, like you didn't had access to WhatsApp for Business and it was difficult to find out people. So I like the approach that you have taken to figure out problems that exist. And the way you've changed the overall process and not following it to the T like we have discussed earlier. What I would expect you to do now is, since you have lost some time in trying to figure all this out, the amount of time that you have remaining, so rest of the steps that you have left, now fine tune that process for the amount of time that you have left.
Yes.
That way you will be able to achieve what you are moving forward. What I see here is really good. Now it's up to you to repeat what you have done again and get to the end.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Namrata, for presenting it on such short notice.
John, do you have anything else?
All right.
Okay.
I
Namrata,
think
I mean, guys have done very well so far that I can tell, but you are late. That's the only thing.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
things are good, you are late. So
Yes.
please catch up as fast as possible, deprioritize some things. I think you
Yes.
should
Yeah.
be doing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Group 7 now.
Yeah, hi, Rachana, group 7.
Archana, do we have you on camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let me just share my screen. Yeah, the topic that we've chosen is.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Neil and John, you got time to evaluate group 6?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Just give
Very
1
funny.
minute, Archana.
Yeah. Can I start presenting?
No, just a minute.
Just they're evaluating. We realized we didn't give time for them to evaluate.
Yeah, I can be.
Neil, is he there? I think he'll. Okay.
I think he he'll finish it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I have done it already. Please carry on.
All right. All right.
Okay, Archana, you start. I think John is also ready.
Yeah, the problem statement that we've chosen is making Zoom application more interactive for the teachers and as well as the students. So in the morning we were not very clear about the plan of action. Now we've got our acts together and we've sorted out. See, the reason why we chose this problem statement was because we have live exam. I have live examples at my house. I mean, my son is a fifth grader, and then every day he attends Zoom classes live, and then I've seen what challenges he faces and what challenges as a parent I'm facing. Because there's a lot of attention deficit. Like whenever he's attending Zoom classes, he faces a lot of distractions while attending and all that. So that made me choose this problem statement. And I also we relied a little bit on desk research for our to come up with our pain points as well. We explored Zoom and other similar apps like Google Meet and Microsoft Teams, which had. I'm sorry.
I think you can skip the parts which were done in the morning.
Okay. So
yeah.
See, basically we mainly relied on our one-on-one user interviews. We conducted user interviews right through the afternoon. We chose a couple of teachers from my son's school, and we even interviewed a couple of parents. So everybody came up with a few pain points, like I mean, where teachers initially found it very difficult to get used to the new system of teaching, and then most of the teachers found it difficult to monitor kids, while teaching. And then generally they had the complaint that students would leave the classroom, without any notice, and then monitoring the attendance was also a problem. And then from the parents, we got the feedback that students are not motivated enough to stay attentive right through the session. And then tracking assignments was also one of the pain points that the parents and the teachers came up with.
Sure. Can you not go deep into that?
Okay.
Finish
And
off.
then we came up with a few how might be questions. So we thought like these are the how might be questions we came up with. How to make our online live classes more interactive and motivating for kids, and how to involve the kids and all that. So for that we have come up with a simple user flow, which gives us a solution. So whenever there's a online class going on, actually for every interactive session, for every class,
Sorry, Archana, I have to stop you. Don't explain the flow.
Yeah.
We see that you have a flow over here.
Yeah, and then teachers will be conducting quizzes for every class, and then they will be awarding points, reward points for participation. And
Sorry, Archana.
yeah,
I have to stop you again. You have a user flow. We understand that.
Yeah.
Good. Proceed. What did you do after this? After getting the user flow?
Yeah, after getting the user flow, we have started working on the wireframe. I mean, we actually showed this user flow to a couple of parents to get feedback, and they were very happy because this is a way to get the students motivated. Like after during every session, if they're asked some questions, interactive questions, and if they're given some reward points, and after they collect some points, if they're given a medal or something like that, that would really motivate the students to sit through the sessions, and that will.
Where are your wireframes? Do you have them here?
No, wireframes are still in progress. We have not. I've not put it up here.
Where is your user interview documentation?
I've not come up with that documentation. We've just made put up the pain points here.
Nice. But I think you should write that down wherever you have.
Yeah, but I had recorded the session of the interviews, the one-on-one interviews, but I'm not.
Interview format from the workbook 2, and
yeah, okay, yeah.
Please use that and quickly write that down. And I think the other members of your group should quickly get on to the wireframing and solutioning part. You don't have time.
Right, we have already started wireframing. It's in progress, and we're planning to complete it tonight, and then we will straight away work on the design.
Can you go back to the research document?
Yeah.
John.
Archana, like one thing I want to say, I saw the wireframe, the user flow. Do you have somewhere you listed down all the ideas you have, regarding you want to implement?
We have not listed it down. It's just the user flow. We have basically the flow of.
This user flow has all the ideas you have.
Just we have implemented only one idea of
I think you should write a one-liner for your idea. We don't know what's your idea.
Okay, it's basically an interactive quiz.
So don't answer. It's not written.
Okay.
It's not written.
So let's
And
say you had
also-
like four or five ideas. So you mentioned them as a one-liner.
Actually, we have a couple of other ideas as well, which we have not implemented in the user flow.
Write them down.
Just write down. Yep.
Write down.
I think one thing I wanted to say that I'm missing the connect. How did you reach to this user flow? I have seen your how might we questions. I don't want the answer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I saw your how might we questions, and after the how might we questions, I am seeing the user flow. So there is a gap there. How did you conclude that this is the idea that is going to work? Why did you make the flow for it? These are some things I think you can talk about. Not right now.
I think it's more like the interview documentation is not present, so that link is is something that we're not able to establish. It's fine that you started implementing, like trying out your ideas in the user flow itself, because it gave you an opportunity to get feedback early. What I would have liked is for more ideas that you had to be inculcated in those flows as well. So you would have feedback on a variety of ideas that you have received from people, and then choose which one you want to go forward with. Right now you have even if you have like 5 ideas, you have feedback on one.
Right. That's
from your actual users. So it makes sort of like a weighted situation where you would tend towards going for that particular solution just because it's validated, and the others are not. So that is something that you could have done. If you have time, if you find the time to do it for the remaining idea as well, if you have access to people who can provide you feedback at this hour or so. I would suggest you do that before.
You split your team, Archana.
Okay.
You have to work in parallel now. There have to be some members in your team who are working on the solutioning and on research parallel. You don't have time. So your team, can you go to your member roles, please?
Yeah. So
no, this is, I just wanted to point on that.
Yeah.
We're not asking what they are doing.
Right.
We're asking what is that they are doing regarding this project.
Yeah, actually, that's what I mean. Aditya, he worked on, on the idea basically. I mean, and me and Manisha, we really basically conducted the researches and interviews.
That you wrote, okay, got it.
Yeah.
I understand, but okay, I misunderstood when you wrote user experience designer.
It is not exactly what they do as a profession, related to this project.
But yeah.
All right, I think.
Okay, thank you very much.
Any other?
Thanks.
Yeah.
But Archana, guys need to gear up. A lot of documentation is missing. That's critical feedback. Without documentation, we don't know what work you have done, right?
It will actually be easier later on also for us to for you to go through your work and have everything there. So
exactly,
that this is going to go to your portfolio, and without documentation, it's not going to help.
This document is kind of very crude, right? I mean, it's very basic. So we'll
fill it up.
Yeah, we'll fill it up. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Next group.
7.
8.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Group 8.
I made this mistake in the morning.
Okay. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Ayushi.
Yeah.
Hi, Ayushi.
I was distracted with chawal chada raha tha. Yeah, please go on, please.
Yeah. So is this visible?
Yes. Again, just a small thing, Ayushi. Don't explain everything. Tell us what you have done. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Sure. So I'll just tell you that we have improved on the feedback we got in review 1. We have added many reasonings for every step of the process, and that much was covered on the process. And now the secondary research, we are done with it, and mostly it's done on actually we had that confusion of research, like our secondary research not matching up with our primary research. Like
No,
we
what did
have
you
the
do
Zoom.
with secondary research? Can you tell what you did? I mean, not explain. What did
Okay.
you do?
So it basically is on the younger students. Like we are doing on the Zoom problem statement. So the students, not entirely, but majorly it is on younger audience, like younger students. But in the primary research, we did with like higher education, like 10th, like from 8th to like college professors.
One second, one
So
second. Okay, go ahead. Actually, you could finish.
yeah, so there was a little disconnect.
What
So
is this
then,
Ayushi here?
yeah, what?
What is Ayushi's there?
No, that is my part of the reports submitted.
You are Ayushi. Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. So so basically we have come up with that, and as you gave the suggestion, we had three options to go with. One for doing for the younger audience, the older students, or finding an overlap between it. So we are mainly focusing on the older, on the college professors. So in the user interviews are primarily we are focusing on teachers because the problem statement is about teachers, but
Did you
we
write down why? Did you write down why?
about what?
Did you write down why you are focusing on only that group?
Yeah, because
No, don't answer. Did you write down?
not exactly.
You have to write
Yeah.
down. Go ahead. Go forward.
Okay. Okay. So we also did some student interviews, and this is a questionnaire that we have prepared. And after that, we did three teachers, ranging from higher education to college, and we did two student interviews, mainly college going students. So after that, we have now done empathy mapping. We are done with one of the mappings, and simultaneously we are working on personas, and we have noted down some pain points and how would we like improve, like how would we go on like solving them. This is done, and wireframes are being worked on like parallelly.
Okay, great. Are you on track? Show
Yeah.
your track. Show your timeline track. Have a way to for us or anyone to understand if you're on track. There should be a timekeeper in your group to tell if you're on track or not.
So, yeah, we are done with the desk research and the interviews, and we have consolidated the data. And wireframing is in progress, and empathy mapping is in progress.
And definitely for the later steps, you don't have reasons why, which is critical. We don't know why you are doing empathy mapping and user persona and HMW.
We did mention it in here. Like I said,
separate
plan
user.
of action, we did like why we are doing it.
Mix it, Ayushi. It has to be there at the place.
Okay,
I know what you followed. You followed my workbook 1
Yeah,
and
workbook.
workbook 2 wala
Yeah,
format. Mix it.
It's okay. What you can just do is like link different parts of the page, like add a column to that table that you have on top, and just link it to this part of the page so that it's easier for you to find that it's easier for others to also.
But I think let them copy paste, or else in the video which they make,
Yeah.
jumping up and down
It'll be a
itself will
problem.
be like taking 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So put the relevant parts of whys wherever they're required. And again, are your reasons related to your problem statement and your situation? I hope they are not generic, right?
No, I mean I did relate to the problem statement.
Cool.
Alright.
Ayushi, then it's good. Wireframing should be done. You're a bit late.
Yeah.
Go on wireframing. You have to complete and go to the solutioning. Put the relevant whys at the right places, or else go. Relationing also should be mentioned, which we don't know yet. Until you get your wireframes, we can't have an idea of what you're relating this to that and what, right? That's also missing. You need to explain it clearly. John, do you want to ask something or say something?
I have one question. Like, are you able to understand why before the starting the process itself? You wrote all the whys before, let's say after primary research, I understood why I have to do embody mapping. Or you previously itself you knew that why embody mapping was required.
Like we have, I think, done that previous before the secondary research or before the primary research.
The document structure is up and down, so it's a
Yeah,
little
I
difficult.
mean, like we, yeah, I think we need to
I
yeah.
got John's point, but you wrote all whys first and then you did. Is like, how could you have written why for something, so the next step even before doing the previous step? So that's a little there, but don't worry. Put it in the right place. Maybe you yourself will make sense out of it.
Okay.
Valid point, John, but
I could see that like the work is divided per phases, right? So whoever is already done with the first few phases can start on this documentation part and help the team while they are making the wireframes and all that. You know?
Yeah, sure.
awesome. Thank you very much, Ayushi.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, group number 9.
Hi guys, Shashank here. Sorry, my camera is not working.
No worries.
And I'm
Share screen.
very nervous.
Nothing
So
to be nervous.
I'll share my
He
screen.
was
Whether you are nervous or
playing
not
music
nervous, we will
today,
roast
no?
you.
I think today he was playing music with his head in the morning because he was nervous.
Just like that, huh? Play music in our head now.
So
Inception. Achha.
okay. So previously you guys had already seen our format. It's pretty much the same.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same. The only difference is that we had a little bit changes in our process. So we hit a few roadblocks at our user research, where we couldn't connect our user research properly because we were confused, because our approach, how we were looking at the things, wasn't matching up to what this thing. So the main point what I wanted to stress was we already had a hypothesis based off of our desk research. So the hypothesis was that it was a gamification model. So we actually sidelined it and we went ahead and we kept that, okay, this is a possibility. So now we need to solidify this, and we went ahead making doing the user interviews, thinking we'll get some good insights and we will, be able to solidify our reasoning behind this. But sadly, we weren't able to do that, and we got stuck. And we took the help of our mentor, and they helped us out. And so the ultimate result being.
What was the problem, Maya?
So, sorry, the problem, is this the problem statement?
It's fine. Don't scroll
Okay.
through, just tell it, it's fine. You don't show.
Okay. The problem statement, is it?
It's YouTube, right?
Okay, forget.
Yeah. So the hypothesis is our gamification model. So we had a desk research based on an app called Zombies Run. So I will show you the research on this app. I've highlighted that. Sorry, this will take a little time because our research is quite
I think,
extensive.
Shashank, you can just start telling what you did in process and not like
You haven't
while
presented
you are
your
going
research in the first presentation, right?
I did, but to solidify the reason, I wanted to make you guys understand how we came into the gamification model. So basically, this app was previously an app that used to charge for this thing, because other Sorry, sir.
Don't give the example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're saying your desk research, you have it over there.
Yes, I do.
That something is here. That's fine.
What I get is like you did desk research and you did primary research, and you've chosen to move forward with a solution based on your desk research and not primary research.
We are going more off of our primary research, our secondary research, because our primary research didn't give us that many insights. So primary research has a few insights that kind of solidifies it, but not enough. So we had
Okay.
to, because of the time constraints, we
Fair
cannot
enough.
do further stuff.
Fair
So that
enough.
is the scene. So again,
You can
the
move
Zombie Run app
ahead.
and Twitch's gifted sub feature. Putting this together, we came up with a model of credit-based gamification model for uh, YouTube, what is that, premium membership. So basically, what happens is, people, even the normal viewers and the premium users, get credits based off of viewing hours. The only difference is that the normal user will have like maybe 1 credit for half an hour of viewing, whereas uh, you know the prime user will have 5 credits for. And all these credits, as they collect, they are able to exchange it for perks. Perks can be stuff like they can support their creators, because a lot of people are there into the gaming industry. The most viewers on YouTube are basically the gaming industry and the educational industry. So a lot of people like to support their viewers and all that, so they can use these credits and pay their so-called pay their content creators, and actual money will be credited based off of the points they collect. And if
Ishan,
not, they can, sorry.
sorry to stop you, but I think you don't need to elaborate so much on
Yeah.
the solution of how
Tell
the
me
credit
what you
system is
did.
going to work
That's
for them.
enough. Seshank, first of all, reduce your tension. Uh,
Okay.
there's nothing to be worried about. I
Okay.
think your tension is spoiling the presentation. Uh,
Okay.
cool, you have done a lot
Don't
because I
worry.
was
I think
attending.
we understand.
I also attended your table, right?
Yeah.
There are amazing things you can tell on what you did. You did research, and what you picked from your desk research, what you picked something from desk research, picked something from your secondary research, how you came up with this gamification model, what proved it and all. So you could have just explained it overall in that manner, right? So actually what you told me when I came to your call is much better than what you're speaking right now.
I'm under a lot of stress because we had a roadblock, right? So we wasted a lot of time. So now we'll have
Okay,
to make
you're
the
still on track.
UI.
I feel you're still on track. Just
Okay.
that, as I said, you have to start wireframing. Now that's the only
Yeah.
thing you could have done in the last 1 hour. Then you are
Yeah.
on track, actually speaking, frankly speaking. So, or else you have very solid research to back what you came up with. Because I've already seen, I'm
Okay.
telling you, you're spoiling the presentation part with your tension. So I think you should ask
Sorry.
someone else in your group to present it. Maybe
Okay.
that's a good team spirit.
Anybody else wants to step in, guys?
No, now you don't have time.
No, no.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm telling you for the
Also, one more
video.
thing is,
Yeah.
I wanted to say this to actually all the teams. Don't be intimidated by roadblocks. They're going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
try to solve it or learn to sacrifice certain things and move
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Like, balance it. So don't worry. Don't
Seshank,
be
I think
intimidated
It
of
your talent
happens.
roadblocks.
is in research and trying to relate things and all. I
Okay.
think you need to hand over the mic to Pooja or someone who can speak well
Okay.
uh, in your group.
Okay.
So let them present and
Okay.
let your tension not ruin the presentation.
I just gave
Uh,
it a shot. I was like, let me try it anyway. I didn't do it
Hey,
last
that's
time.
good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
good. You should
good you tried, but this is
get
a
over it.
feedback. Get better at it. But
Yeah.
I'll say for the sake of competition, at least I know you can't get better in next 12 hours, but
Yeah.
Okay.
if you can, it's good. Maybe both of you make versions and then see which presentation is coming out well. That's
Okay.
great work.
So like, could I have like a little more specific understanding of where I went wrong in my presentation?
Tension, dude, you are just hodgepodge, like here, there, like
Okay.
there's no
Okay.
flow. There's no
Okay.
We've
story which
talked to
you're
you.
telling us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were
Okay?
explaining
Two
everything, right?
like
There was a lot
yeah.
of details.
Your
Okay.
brain is
Two
running at 1
things.
terabyte and presentation is in kbps.
So two things that you can do, and even others can do in later presentations that you have is, given the time frame you have, just jot down points on the side, or things that you really want to cover in order of which you want them to be covered. Keep those points handy, so that's a checklist for you to make sure that you have covered what you want to cover. And second, please keep a glass of water next to you. It really calms you down. This is the best piece of advice I have received.
Right.
All right.
This is very
Okay. Sorry,
important.
guys.
Any team, there's
That's
nothing to be
okay.
sorry about.
Don't
Nothing to be sorry about.
This is
don't
very important.
apologize.
as you said, presentation completely matters, or else we don't know what's the solution for the patient, right? So it matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yes, guys,
Okay.
good effort.
Thank you.
John, anything else you want to ask? I mean, John didn't even understand anything, I guess.
John
Shashank, I
actually
think you
took the
take a.
advice and started drinking water.
Yep.
I think Shashank, you should take a deep breath and don't worry. Don't worry about all this and don't apologize for being nervous. Like you're already nervous and then you're apologizing for being nervous. It's like just adding to it.
Yeah.
So just take it easy.
See.
Okay.
Okay then. See you. Bye.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Group
Awesome.
10.
Who do we
Next
have
up, group 10.
Is it Yamini? Okay.
Akshit.
Hello guys. So I'm
Akshit.
from group 10. I'll be presenting.
Akshit, can you turn on your
Yes.
camera?
The quality might not be that.
No, it's okay. Just turn
That's okay. That's
on
okay.
you. Just turn on.
Just be a little louder when you speak. Your
Okay,
voice
sure,
is
sure.
a little low.
Okay. So I'll just share my screen.
Yes.
You have an amazing background. So then I don't know why you're. Okay, go ahead. The time starts now.
After the morning's review, we have list down all the reasons for each step we have performed, and also did the primary research, which took a lot of time because the scope of our problem was very vast. So we have to narrow it down. So it required a lot of primary research and primary as well as secondary research, and to understand the user as better and to get some insight. And right now we have done with the primary research, and now we are conducting the empathy mapping, and we are going according to our timeline that we have set tomorrow only. And we are now doing empathy mapping, uh,
Is
and
that?
it is the empathy mapping is currently under process only. It
Okay.
is. I'll just show it to you. These are the user interviews with insights. It was important because the scope of our problem was very vast. We have to narrow it down. We won't be able to solve the each of the problem related to each of the solution. We can't find every solution for that problem, so we have to narrow it down. And for that, we have to conduct. We have to get some good insight from the users and conduct good user interviews. So that took a lot of time, and I think we can cope up
Whoa.
fastly.
Could you get to that point? Finally? Now that
Yes,
you're
yes,
doing extensive research, it's like mind blowing actually. That's very
I
good.
love the documentation.
Yeah, man. I mean, totally. But the point is, could you conclude?
Right
Are
now
you able to
we are narrowing down we are working on it. We are narrowing down the problem statement only. So right
okay.
now, because of the time constraints, we have just completed our primary research done with the interviews and analyzed the interviews, and got some insights, and just we are working on empathy mapping, and after quickly finishing out the empathy mapping and personas, we will be working on it on parallel maybe. And after finishing out, we will directly go to the how might we's and wireframing.
Cool.
But do
Is
you have
it
reasons? Do you have
on
reasons
par
why
with?
you
Yes,
have
I
to do
have.
this?
We have reasons for all the steps that we have done till now.
I think it was mentioned in the document at the top itself. I noticed that they had
I
Like
reasons.
we
think
have reasons for.
good. Wherever it is, just please mention it. Keep
Yes,
on
yes.
mentioning it there.
If we have skipped any step, any questionnaire, we have provided a reason along with that, alongside only.
Very good.
Okay,
Uh, guys, but I think you are late.
Yes, we are late. We are
Yeah.
coping up with time. We are
Please. I really
working very
want this
fast.
project to
Yes,
happen very much because
we
Fine,
also
just
sick.
pick up few of the problems you want to solve. Don't think about too many problems.
Yes, yes,
Just able to put.
scope it down, guys. The beauty is there in scoping it down.
yes, sure.
And please get to solutioning
Yes.
and relate. I really don't want this to happen that you couldn't complete on time. But I think
We
you guys
have.
are awesome. I know.
To complete it, don't worry. This is Srishti. I am from group 10.
Yes,
And
Srishti,
Yes,
please.
Srishti.
actually we are on our track. Whatever timeline we have set, right?
Where is your timeline?
I will just show it to you guys.
First.
Okay, this was a timeline.
Okay, 1 second. Tell me what is happening by tomorrow morning?
By tomorrow morning, we will have to be ready with our prototyping. It will be including screens and the general prototype as well.
They are not sleeping. I cannot see any time for sleeping in the timeline.
That's fine. I mean,
that's fine.
that is given.
That's
But,
fine. That's how 48 hours will be.
ठीक है,
We
planning is
have
good.
deliberately allocated more time for the user analysis, because I feel like when we feel that when we really narrow it down, we can address just the core issues that came up.
No, I understand. Do you have some tool experts in your?
Yes. We have 3 of them. That's why our
Then
wireframing is taken, which will be
because
done
All right.
simultaneously.
you don't have tool
Wireframe won't be
experts.
taking that much of time.
ठीक है, good. Good job, guys. Akshat and team, and whatever group 9, no?
Group 10.
Group 10.
Okay, good job, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
mentors. Thank you.
All right. So next up, group 11. Who's coming from group 11?
John and Neil, evaluation done.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm doing that.
Can I know who's from group 11?
We are from group 11. Mohit.
All right. Who is presenting?
Mohit.
Okay. Mohit, can you please turn on your camera and your mic?
Presenting. Because it will not be done like that, but.
Mohit, are you there? Shrish, could you check with Mohit if he's present, or we'll move to the next team?
He's not there with our call in Air Meet. I think he got disconnected.
I think either one of you can present, take up space, or we'll have to do it later, right? And if
What's
you cannot
happening,
come
guys?
up right now. Mohit, the guy who's presenting is not here, so either one of you substitute, or we'll do it after the rest of the team.
Next batch here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the next batch, group 12.
Group
Are you
12.
guys here?
Group 12, please.
Yes.
Group 12, would you want to present right now? We'll move ahead with group 12 then.
Yes. We can.
Yeah, after group 12, let's get back to group 11. Group 11, guys, please make your calls and make that guy ready, please. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So who's going to present? Okay.
It's going to be me.
Tripti is presenting.
Yeah. Okay, should I begin?
What's your problem?
Yeah.
The Zoom one.
Good. Go ahead.
Okay. So first of all, I'll just give a brief introduction of our group members. I'm Tripti, and we have decided that we'll choose like by 10 p.m. yesterday. We narrowed down to 3 problems, as we told in the review session first. So the first question that we were actually deciding to choose which research problem we should have is what problem are we trying to solve and who are we solving the problem for. We tried negotiating among ourselves as to if we are able to even narrow down to 1 or 2 solutions. So by 2 a.m. we were able to narrow it down to the Zoom research problem, discussing what were the scope, relevance, extent of information, tentative users that were available, all those kind of things. So still at that time we were still not clear as to are we just gonna go with the teachers or the students. So we decided to keep the teachers, the students, and the parents as well, because we wanted to bring like a bigger picture as to what has been going on. Because when we were discussing, our biggest a question was, has there been a transition in the offline education to the online education that is being imparted because of the pandemic? Like we were also trying to compare it with the sort of the West, how they use the e-learning platform. So is there any difference in their approach and something that was suddenly imposed on us because of the COVID? So that was the basic thing that we had in our mind when we approach this problem, right? So we selected this
If
problem
we are
because
getting into the details,
I think
okay.
I would say please tell us what you did more than getting into the
Okay,
details.
okay,
Keep
okay,
showing it and keep telling us
okay.
what you're doing.
So, in the secondary research section, what we did was all five of us decided to go ahead with the secondary research and come up with all the insights and some basic assumptions that we can make. So, we did that on the basis of whatever data we could find. So, what we decided out of the five of us, two of us decided to go through the internet and check all the academic articles, or let's say news articles are there. One of us
all right.
decided to keep lot sort of like a competitive analysis that what are the other apps that are there. So one person was specifically doing that, like putting up the pros and cons, which we later discussed as to what Zoom is missing, right? And then we later discussed that, and
Sorry, what was
then
the pros and cons? Can you just go up?
yeah. So these were these three other
No,
apps that were
go ahead.
yeah.
I got
So
it.
It's
we
for
actually
individual competitor.
Yeah,
yeah,
got it.
so we were actually trying to sort of like come to the conclusion as to what Zoom is missing before going on to the primary
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
users. So then we decided that okay, these are the tentative questions that we should ask our users, because frankly still we were not clear as to if we should go with the teachers, students, and also the parents. So we created like a basic set of tentative questions that we should go about, and we did that. We asked the teachers, the students, and one parent that we were able to get. Now, next was how we should put the interviews that we got, because we were able to get some 6 or 7 interviews. So what we decided, we all five of us came on the call and we started checking down as to what did the person say, which user group did he belong, and what was he basically trying to tell us. And all five of us read each of the statement and tried to put it in, if we are able to put it in some patterns. So we tried to color code it. So like if someone is very anxious, or like in general, not keeping like the student and the teacher thing constant, but as to what patterns are we trying to generate from the interviews that we had, all of them. Then after that, I mean, we were also commenting at the same time. Then we decided, okay, fine, so these are the patterns that we are able to come. Now what should we do about it, right? So we came to the conclusion, because in the starting we were still trying to tackle, has there been a transition, like, and was the transition sudden, and what exactly is the problem, that if we are trying to find the solution via Zoom, then what are we giving them? So these are the three basic problems through the interview and a secondary resource that we could conclude that it's not user friendly and not being able to track, because frankly what questions we had in the mind was, okay, if the teacher wants to see the face of the student, why does he want to see the face of the student? What
That's
exactly, I mean, what we can
Yeah.
bring back to. Okay, so and
Tripti, we can skip
Yeah.
the details and you can
okay,
tell us a little more about the process. I think we have a
okay,
good
great.
idea about
So
the details.
okay, so the user personas, we still have in our mind at what are the user personas, but we still couldn't get the time to put it there. And then we pass on to the how might we questions, like using whatever we have understood, how can we proceed with the how might we questions. So all five of us decided as to what the how might be questions were, and simultaneously we asked two of us to start ideating on paper and start sending on the Google Doc, so that we can cross question as to if it's making any sense or not. Right. So I mean, these are like very basic things that we were trying to um, come up with. So yeah, and this is what we have done so far.
All right.
Guys,
Oh, yeah.
extensive work. This is really good.
Yes, this is really good.
This is really good. Have your reasons are all there? Reasons?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Can you just go down? What is the mood board? Can you just
Okay.
tell me
Okay.
what that is?
Um.
Just quickly, one, two sentences.
Okay. Okay, so what we were trying to do is we were trying to build up sort of like a interactive space for them, but we wanted to
What?
cater to both the teachers and the students. So we actually explored a few options. This is actually which we took from Teachers Mint. We really like the way how they have described the information so beautifully. So
All
we
right, all right,
Oh.
took it from
all
that.
right.
Good
I
job. Good
think
job.
that
Yeah.
So
that
mood board from competition and ideas that they have.
All right.
Good job, guys. I think links and voice and all, please be ready with it. Where is your timeline track?
Are you guys on track? Like, what is the?
Luckily, like we are before that. Like we're doing better as to what we planned, because we were thinking of coming up with something I did by 11 p.m.
Okay.
So we are
Good,
still
good.
Okay.
thinking
All
of
right.
catch up.
All right. Thank you so much,
Good
Tripti.
work, Tripti.
I
Good
think.
job, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Group
Uh,
11, you ready
Is
now?
Group 11
Group
ready?
11.
Joshua?
Which one was Space Group? 1%.
This was group
This was
12. Did
12.
you enter the
Wow, got it.
wrong? Okay.
No, I didn't enter.
All right. All right.
Group
Is group
11.
11 ready or?
Should we disqualify you?
Mohit is here.
Yeah,
Mohit, हाजिर हो.
Mohit Mitra.
आ गया.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead, guys.
चलो
Yeah.
शुरू करता हूँ.
So basically, from our entire research, the entire desk research that we conducted, we primarily found out that there's one major. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yep.
So we found out that there's one primary pain point that we are actually facing is that a lot of users are actually reaching destinations without doing any planning at all. The group users are actually reaching their destination of vacation without doing any planning. So they have no idea what they need to do out there. They try to get all the ideas once they are over there. Once they actually reach there. So what we are trying to do is basically create a complete planning system, a step-by-step planning system for the entire group, so that they can coordinate well amongst themselves and coordinate with each other with all proper content. So they don't really have to do a lot of research to find the content. All the content will be provided by the application based on the type of destination they have selected. All the activities, events, the points of interest that would need to be visible to the user.
Mohit, Mohit, we are not able to hear you clearly.
Mohit, we lost you.
John, could you tell me if you can hear him properly? Yeah, we lost him. All right. It's
Anyone
not
else?
only me, right? Anyone else wants to take up and do this? If he has bad internet connection, one of the other team members can, right? Anyone from group 11, can you tell us? No, nobody.
Okay, we'll go ahead. You'll
All
get back
right.
to Mohit's group later.
Yeah, all
I've
right. So
seen some part
group
of their work. They're doing pretty good, but
yeah,
I think connectivity issues should not really block what they're doing.
I
Mohit
think
will
they
get,
can connect us.
Mohit will get
We'll
back to you
give
on air
them.
maybe.
Mohit, we can't hear you at all.
I'm muting you, Mohit. We are going forward. Next group 13, guys.
Group 13.
Yeah, guys, we are here.
Yeah, so who's going to present?
It's Jayalakshmi and Pratyush. We both will be presenting. Pratyush will be talking about the problem statement and our plan and our timeline and the subscription model. So I'll be, explaining our so far journey. So yeah, over to you, Pratyush.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
This is the
so
ball rolling group.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, good evening, judges. So, firstly, the problem statement is our fourth one, that is the Swiggy one. So, last time in the feedback, we got that we haven't made the timeline. So, we first went ahead and proceeded with that. So, Jaya, can you just roll over the screen, please? Yes. So, as you can see here, like we have mentioned everything, that how much time it took, who did what task, and everything.
All
Jaya,
right.
yes. And then again, the completion of tasks. And then below that, you can see there's a checklist.
Just a second. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it says the status. The green is that it's been completed on time. The yellow one says that it took a lot extra time because the brainstorming, we basically had around 2 to 3 ideas. To narrow it down onto one idea, it took quite a long time to us, but eventually we did that. So over to you, Jaya.
Thank you, thank you. So after this morning call, we started our desk research. This thing. So what insight we got is the rate of registering this restaurants. It's increased, during this pandemic and after this lockdown period and all, and even since it is a IPL, time. So Swiggy is giving more offers, and users are getting more offers on their orders. So this is what we understood on the desk research part. So another thing what we understood is to attract the customers. So they are slashing on the delivery charges, so that users or customers will order food frequently.
All
uh,
right.
we went ahead and we forwarded our Google Forms and all. So from that we decided that we will be concentrating on bachelors, employees, and students, because our model is basically concentrating on the subscription food model. So yeah, this is what we thought. These are the user groups we are going to target. So yeah, there is a analyze about the Google form. Do I have to go through this,
So you
or
don't need to be so, don't
yes?
need to give such deep information. You can just tell us the process, why you did primary research, and we can, like, if you did primary research, why did you do it? You don't need to share deep insights. It's all right.
Okay, okay. So basically, it's like we didn't question, or we didn't do user research more than four, because we didn't have time. Plus, we know what customers we are targeting on. So we asked two students and two bachelors, who are working. So what insight we got is they are like they'll order all the 7 days, and even if they don't have the free delivery also, they'll order it, because of they don't have any options. So this is the insight we got from the one of the user. And another user said, since Swiggy may order, if we order, the cost is more. So what we will do is, we have subscribe to the local vendors. So they, every day when we are going to the office, they'll pack us the lunch, and we'll take that lunch and we'll go to
All
office.
right.
Yeah, like that. These are the points I mean, points like this basically.
I think
Main
you can move ahead.
Yeah. So after that, yeah, these are the couple of points from the user, this
No
thing.
worries.
So then we have decided on how can we identify and solve those pain points for the user. One said that the charges will be more. Another said that one of the user scenario was like, it was late night and he was ordering for his friend who was sick. So the food was not good quality, so he had to call the restaurant and he tell them. So but what the restaurant guys did is, they canceled and refunded it, but they didn't.
Lakshmi,
Yeah.
you're going again a little deeper into the insights. I think we can just go through the
Yeah, yeah.
process
Sure,
rather
sure,
than
sure.
the
Sure, sure.
insights
Okay.
of little
Okay,
Yeah,
bit.
okay.
Yeah.
then we have decided on the the subscription model. Maybe Pratyush will be explaining
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
sure.
subscription model.
Thanks. Okay, so basically we had initially around three ideas, but then we narrowed down to a one idea. As Jay already mentioned that we wanted to target those customers who generally order high, like has a high frequency order, because those are the one who would ideally be very willingly to take a subscription model of food. Now,
Write down why.
sorry.
Sorry.
Did you guys write down why?
Yes.
Did you guys write down why?
White.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Sorry, I didn't understand. You're like, why
Why did
users
you
want to?
Why did
you?
Sorry, I'm not able to understand.
No, yeah, you had three, and you got down to one.
Yeah.
Right. You shortlisted and got one. Right. Did you
Correct,
write
correct.
why? Why did
Yes,
you do
yes.
that?
Yes, Anudeep, we have
Okay.
written. So, what is the? Shall I explain or shall I skip that?
Don't tell answer. Don't tell
Yeah.
answer. Just tell us whether you had written it or not. That's it.
Yeah. That is why it took so much time for us to,
But where is it? Why can't we see it here? Can you show it?
It was mainly on the rough and like we were discussing it. So yeah,
if you
below
see,
you
there
can
are a
just
lot of WIP in the
Not written it
documents.
down.
All those
Jaya, just
things
go
we have.
down. Jaya, just go down.
Yeah.
Just go down further. Further. Yeah, so these are all the ideas that I had brainstormed. Go down further. So these were the previous ideas, and then we selected the target segments, why it didn't matter to us, how it didn't fit into the model that we are trying to make. So it is all documented here.
But it's not. It's still in WIP. This particular section.
Okay, so shall we move to the main
It's okay,
subscription model?
but we need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we'll prettify this documentation after this.
Okay, so coming back to the subscription model idea that we finally finalized on. So again, targeting on the users who order frequently, what we thought was let's make a subscription model such that, let's say I as a user go and select a certain restaurant. Then after selecting a restaurant, I go and select a meal plan that I want. Maybe I'm a hostel student, so I want snacks every single day. I have this habit. So after selecting that specific restaurant, what I have is that I have a liberty of ordering from that specific restaurant every single day at a discounted price. Once we select a restaurant, then we select the meal plan, which could be either breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks. After that, the user will select a plan, which could be monthly or weekly plan, and then he makes the payment. The main problem that we wanted to solve here was that the fact that once a user orders very frequently, which we had researched and got to know that the number of restaurants that he orders from narrows down to either two or three, because it's a habit, right? So that's why we gave them
Okay,
only one
so
option.
right.
Stop you, Pratyush.
Okay.
Yeah, so where are you right now in the track? Are you on track? Like, what are you working on currently? What else is left?
Yes, we are on track. We are started working on wireframing, and yeah, it is pretty much. We are on track.
Where is your
Okay,
tracker?
Sorry.
Where is your tracker?
Your tracker.
Yeah.
It's on the top.
Also, like in the documents, just fill in your reasoning. It will be good, like I said earlier also, when you work on your project, you need to have these insights. Why did you pick one idea from the three ideas that you have?
Yeah.
Just elaborate on it. It will be good.
You've done very good
So
work.
these are the checkpoints, but we have a stepwise things here.
You've done very good work.
Yeah.
Documentation is in WIP. We get it, but please do that. Can you go to the wireframes once?
Yeah.
Don't explain anything. Just show me the wireframes. That's enough. Okay, go down. Good. Mm-hmm.
Should I zoom?
Nice. Very.
I think
really
overall,
like
like
how they are mixing the screenshots of multiple apps and
yeah,
building. Really good. Really good.
that is really innovative. I think you guys are doing a pretty good job. Just elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is what we
right now.
Instead of telling what exactly it is, you should like, hey, this is where we did wireframes, and here we are actually bringing in multiple ideas together and putting it over here. Like that's it. That's what we want, right? So good, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really like the Jugaad you guys are doing. I really hope all your wireframes, all these results have proper reasonings and all the research and all tied it to it properly. right? Please explain
Yeah.
all that clearly. And if you do that, I think you're doing good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Any questions, mentors? Any?
No, I
Are we
don't have
good?
anything. We are good.
All right.
It's good from my
All
side,
right.
John.
John, you're on mute, man.
Oh yeah, we got it. I think John. Yeah,
No, I can't
yeah.
hear John.
I
I can't
don't
hear
think we
John.
can hear you.
John, तेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही. And he's not on mute also.
Yeah.
That's a crazy problem.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't have any feedback question per se, but as per feedback, making documentation little better. That would be good.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think. All right. Thank you so much, Jayalakshmi and Pratyush, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Good work, guys. I think
Thank
your
you.
timekeeper idea is working well, but document. Who is the document keeper in your group?
So basically, we all are doing
Oh,
that's what is the problem. But
dedicate a person
is
for
the
it.
document keeper, right? Be more strict. Write down
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
nicely, and or else it's good. Good work, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys.
Okay. All right. Group 14. I think Simran is going to present, right?
Yes. Hi.
Hi, Simran.
Hi.
What process are we going to talk about today?
Simran, again, just before you start and start
Yeah.
your screen, don't go into the depth. I think you have been hearing previous presentations of all your places, of your other teams. Okay, just
Yeah, just
explain
try
what.
not to go too deep into your. He's saying don't go too deep into explaining the solution to us. More about how you derived that solution.
Yeah, show and then keep going forward. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Can you please
Yes.
dismiss the downloaded bar? I have some OCD.
Yeah. Just doing that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so first I'd like to say that we went back and we took the feedback that we were given in the review one, and we came up with a few more whys, and we were actually contemplating that why is it that we wanted to go ahead with this. So we did our research and we came up with more pointers which we've mentioned here, and that's how we derived that we still want to continue with this topic.
Okay.
We then went
That's the
on.
fight you guys had. Like, yeah, should we even continue? But anyway, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep it short because I have lots to cover. So is
Go
that
ahead.
okay? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Don't explain anything. Just tell what you did. That's it.
Perfect. So then, yeah, we had already done the desk research. So we were quite satisfied with the amount of desk research we had. We wanted to get
Small and show. Show. Don't explain. That's what I'm saying. But show.
Yeah. What shown this?
Okay, I think you have shown this now. Now I understood. Okay. Go ahead. Now.
So then we went on, we defined the users and we took user interviews. For us, it was very easy to find users because since our topic was WhatsApp, so we could easily figure out people who did what business on WhatsApp, and we just picked up the phone and called them and got insights immediately. So we interviewed about 5 people.
Wow.
All
I think
right.
you should help other groups also interview these people.
Yeah.
Because the WhatsApp people, business WhatsApp.
Have usually found difficulty in finding people.
Yeah, but good.
Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah. So we
we
covered products as well as service industry. So we had a different perspective.
Oh, cool.
You wrote the top insights you got and then go down, still go down.
Yeah.
So from every interview, you wrote the top insights. Okay. What did you do with these insights after that?
Yeah, that's all. That's all that we got. Oh yeah, this is also there was a user questionnaire that we had.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, so what we're done. Yeah, what we've done is we wrote questions and we also wrote follow-up questions so that we cover all kind of topics.
Nice.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Then? After which, meanwhile, while we were doing, the girls were doing this, the boys got on to making this map of their own. and they finally moved from the, like they identified the current state where WhatsApp business currently is to the ideal state where ideally it should be.
Okay, great. Go ahead. Scroll down.
Yeah, that's what they had covered. They also covered opportunities. So
Why did they do
somehow
this?
it has, yeah.
Why did they do this? How does this make sense?
So initially the plan was to do a journey map. However, it was not fitting. So they kind of twisted it and twerked it into a way that could help us.
Correct. This is good, but why did you do it?
Do you?
We did it because so that we can understand what exactly the current feature is and what's lacking.
Write that down. Whoever is speaking, please write that down. Okay?
Okay.
The
Yeah,
boys of the group, write that down.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, next.
Yeah, then we defined the user and we came to user personas, and we identified two personas, two groups that we wanted to go ahead with. One, a small business, someone who's operating from home, and one, someone who's a medium-sized business who's not operating from their houses, but like a medium-sized firm. So how they use WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry. We then identified, user pain points, and we also ideated some solutions. However, we want to keep it like a surprise element, so we don't want to reveal them just yet, if that's fine with you guys.
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't want to know the solution actually.
But
we want to know your process.
So yeah,
Please zoom out as much as you can so that no one
Yeah.
can see.
Hide it. Go for it.
Some framework they have used to shortlist your ideas.
It's the NUF test that we've used for shortlisting ideas. That
Simran, why did you
covers.
guys do this? Wasn't there an easier way to do this?
Yeah, there was. We could have just voted for it, but then we didn't want to do that. Like we could have just asked for votes, or we could have done the top 3, bottom 3 technique also.
How does it help the user?
What do you say?
How does it help the user?
Yeah, how does it help the user? Because it gives the user 3 aspects, like a feature that's new, a feature that's also useful, and something that's feasible to implement for the business as well. So it covers like a 3 aspect.
Write that down because that is not clear.
Okay.
It looks like you have used a fancy framework, but no idea why you did that, right?
Okay.
It's the framework itself is not pretty obvious that it is important to be done.
Yeah, please write this. I like this. I know the enough test, so I like this.
But the only problem is it looks like you have spent a lot of time in it and there is no rationale why. Just write that down. Then it becomes completely powerful, right?
Got it. Yeah.
Write your voice, Simran. Please don't group Simran group. You're missing this point. This is very important. Doing amazing job. You're doing a lot of things. Writing, when it comes to writing down why you're not doing it. So repeated feedback. Please, next time I hop into your group, there should be why covered in the next 2 hours. Okay.
Done. Will do. Yes. Then we also made our low fidelity wireframe sketches. I'll just quickly scroll through them. Yeah. And there are more to come, but I think we're still on track with our.
This is based off the results of your NUF test.
Yeah, that was. And we just started off and then we'll continue going there. So we're still on track. Ideally, we should have been at the ideate session, but we've also reached wireframing. So yeah, we're on track.
Guys, it's not clear why you did that. What is
I think they should just mention why choose the NUF test as opposed to other processes.
The wireframing has. Go to the wireframing.
Yeah, 1 second.
Guys, there is no connection. We are not able to see because you have not explained.
Right.
Write the whys, right? How is it connected? How does it help? All these things should be written down.
Yeah, sure. Actually, this is in process right now, so that's why we couldn't write it. But definitely, we'll cover it up.
Right now, the structure is Anudeep. The structure is to keep you guessing on what they're trying to.
Can see that.
But overall, even if you don't want us to know your solution, you need to tell us why you chose that following process. So I think we need a little bit more clarity on that. If you involve that in your document, it will be pretty good. Like it will become quite a solid document.
Okay.
And in the end, I think you should collate all this in one document.
Yeah.
In your video, you need to explain all this in one document. So We need not make a PPT presentation. I'm telling you again, guys.
Just
I know
want to
Sukanya
check.
Joshi is like very good in making that PPT. She's pretty fast as well. But please don't. In your video, we just want the Notion doc to be presented step by step. That's enough, right? There's nothing different you need to do for the presenting in the video. Okay.
Got it.
Got it.
Cool. Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
14
I think group 15 now.
Whoa. Wow.
And we have group 11.
We have group 11 also.
But I
But
had a
group
small
11, we will do it in air meet. Yeah, Yamini?
I had a
Sorry.
small question. So for for the final 2 minute presentation that we are going to give, are we supposed to emphasize more on how we reached this solution, or why did we choose this path, or what is the final solution?
What if I say everything?
Yeah.
How am I
exactly.
supposed to
Don't you
do that in 2 minutes?
I mean, I think it's mention. I would suggest mention the problem and the solution. It'd be good to like while describing the solution, you can point out to how it associates with the problem that you have that people faced and how that solves it, and that should be
So-
enough. I think the rest of the things we've seen in multiple reviews.
I'll say one thing. We'll get back to you on the 2 minutes because I
Yeah.
pretty much did not expect this much research to happen, but now
Based on
I
the
think,
documents only, I'm saying we should just keep the
Yeah,
and they
I
should
think-
submit their documents as well for review later on.
or we'll do one thing.
Yeah, so we will be,
backstage. We'll discuss backstage a little bit on how the final presentation is.
Yeah, we were
we'll tell-
planning to anyways collect the documents from these guys, and we are planning to give you the to-do list for you guys, right? So that time we'll be able to give you a good time frame of what all you have to cover. But I think all
We'll
those
tell you
three
what to
things
cover
are
in the video.
important. I'm sorry?
I'm telling we'll get back to them on what to cover in the video, how much time
Yeah,
it should take.
all those little details we'll tell you by tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, sorted.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Anyway, all groups have to work on their high fidelity mocks. It will take some time. They can't make the
Yeah.
video unless that is done. So, plus they have till 3 o'clock tomorrow, right? Which is pretty good
Yeah.
time.
Which is, yeah.
We'll get back to you all on. Obviously, everyone is not here, but
Yeah.
we'll tell this. Like, anyway, we are going to hop into every group.
Yeah.
We'll also give you some more guidance in this aspect. Yeah.
Okay.
Good work, everyone. All guys. Group 15. Whom do we have here?
Hi,
Raina,
Anudeep.
Dhaval.
We're here.
Raina is.
Hi, Anudeep. This is Nikita here.
Hi,
Yes.
Nikita.
Who's presenting? Nikita or Raina?
Nikita, I think.
Just share your screen. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second, please.
आज कौन पटाखा फोड़?
Which state are you in, dude?
I'm in Karnataka. They're bursting crackers today, even though RCB
Because
lost
they
yesterday.
banned it on
They banned it.
They must have already spent so much money in buying those crackers, no? So they have to do it.
Yeah.
Right now we can't even go outside and burst it in front of Virat Kohli's house. So
Does he live in Bangalore?
he has a house in Bangalore.
Plus, yeah, nothing plus. Go ahead. Group 15. Like I just realized, what happened? Raina, Nikita, did you stop sharing?
1 second, please. There's some problem.
No worries.
Sure.
We're joking around.
Yeah. As always.
So, guys, what I'm thinking is getting our backstage discussion a little bit forward. I feel we will try a dry run of ourselves and see if it can be covered in 2 or 3 minutes or whatever. Because the research part of every group has come out very well, and I want them to be proud of it and explain a little bit more. Though hackathons usually focus a lot on the results, but as UX guys, processes are very important, right? So I think we'll rework on the time part a little bit more, and see what justice we can do to these guys. But yeah,
Yes, totally, totally. We can do that. We can try that out.
usually 2 minutes because hackathons focus a lot on the result part of it.
Result part.
Uh, but anyway, go ahead, Raina, please continue.
Yeah, I don't know why the screen is not getting shared. I'll just ask Rena to do it again. Rena, can you please?
आगे.
We can see your screen, Nikita.
Sorry about this. So after our first.
The screen sharing is on, Nikita. Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Can you increase the size of the whatever you made?
This
50% to
50% को 100 can be.
Command
So I can read. मेरा power already बहुत है.
Raina, can you please make 50% to 100?
click command. Yep,
Yes,
good.
much better. Thank you.
Okay, so during the morning call, we were on the verge of rolling out our forms for user survey.
What's the question? What is the problem?
Sorry? Make my trip to make it a wholesome experience for make my trip group users.
Got it. Go ahead.
Got it.
So in the morning call, we were at the point wherein we were rolling out our survey forms to the different social media platforms, and we did gather some users from there. So basically, when we had made our assumptions, those were basically from the desk work what we had got it done, and also from our personal experiences. So there was no like a benchmark wherein we were getting proper inputs. Like we weren't sure, so we thought anyways we had users. We went ahead and interviewed few of them. And got pretty clearer picture on how it is being used across. And once we saw this data, we all how we start. Even the interview process was divided among the group. Like two of us went ahead and took the interview, and we were just sharing the data with the other members of the team, and they were working on the analysis of the data. So once the interview process was completed and we all again collaborated, we had a call and we discussed on how exactly the data looks like, and how much of our assumptions were still valid, and what other pain points we could see from user side. So all those data was gathered over here.
Good.
Yeah. So once this was done, we also like parallelly, two of the members were even working on journey mapping. So yeah, that is Rena, can you just show that part?
So that is on Dhaval's laptop. So maybe once we're done with the whole thing, can we show it later? Would that be all right?
Sure.
So
No worries.
once all this was done, we started, analyzing all the features, like what all we can go ahead and add. So if we, Rena, can you just jump to that feature part which we have listed out in our document? So yeah, with our basic assumptions and with the user interviews, we had a lot of common points and also a few additional points that we found from the users. So we listed these features down. And so a few of them were like itineraries, expense trackers or the budget trackers, maps, live locations, reminders, location-based suggestions, uh, find a friend, recommendation on places to stay when user starts journey, assist them throughout the journey. All these kind of features we could come up with after looking at the data. Once we did this, we had, we started, brainstorming on these ideas onto how we are going to implement it. So we all started working on wireframes individually. based on these ideas. So when we started working on it, like everyone's first initially we had decided that we'll just go on implementing whatever comes to in our mind based on this list. But then we started realizing that it is taking a little more time if we are going to implement all of these features. So we just had a quick connect again, wherein we just like whatever features till that point we had, we discussed with each other. We just shared it across with each other, and then like whichever felt like a complete workflow, we started sharing each other's wireframe and adding those features as well to make it like an end-to-end workflow. A horizontal regression for that one. So that is how we started working on. So yeah.
Guys,
Mhm.
you're taking. I think you're taking longer time, but speed it up. Speed it up.
Okay, so we have few wireframes that's ready.
Okay.
So this is the wireframe wherein the first screen, this is the Make My Trip app, wherein we have added a new button that says Plan My Trip. So if we select that particular button and go to the next screen, it will have two options: go solo or plan.
Don't explain the flow.
You can just show it to us.
Just show the flow.
Zoom out and
Yeah. Rena, just zoom it out and display it.
yeah, that's enough. You can move on with your next steps and whatever you want to conclude.
Okay, so this is how this is one of the features. On top of this feature, like every button action, how it should work, and what new page or what existing page should open up. We are working on that part currently.
Cool.
All right. Are you guys on track? Is everything all right? Like working fine?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Are you on track?
Yeah, like we have few discussions that are happening around right now with respect to few of the features, like how to introduce them where and all. But yeah, apart from that, I guess
Where is your tracker? Where is your tracker?
tracker. Rana, can you just show the table?
Is the tracker alive? That means you're actively
Yes,
tracking.
yes. Yes, we are actually like if we are anywhere getting delayed, we are again going and updating the timings, like when will be the next deadline for this particular milestone.
Okay. Group members' contributions.
Yes, everyone is participating in the calls and all these activities as well.
Okay, but
You have you are still 4 members?
you can't say everyone is working on everything. That's not a good answer. You have done very good work. That I should give. But if everyone is doing everything, typically what happens is one or two people will do very well. So, but do you have whose role is what and all? Have you written somewhere?
Um,
Who is doing wireframing? Who is doing research? Who will do UI?
so because we have a lot of features, so
So
we have
currently
divided
what we
among
have done
ourselves.
is,
One of you, please.
Yeah, Rena, please go ahead.
yeah. So currently what we did was when we first started our wireframe, we realized that, all four of us working on it didn't make sense. So now what we have done is two people are working on a certain part of the wireframes and two people are working on the other feature. And there's one more person who's helping out like between the two groups. So
So
it's currently
I think you
working
can
like that.
have a.
What's your fifth member?
I don't. Is your fifth member with you,
Who
Raina?
is in your group, guys?
So the group is consisting of me, Rena, Dhaval, Harsha, and Sasi.
Okay, they had someone
Okay.
more, right?
They have.
Yeah,
Okay.
Harsha joined in from today afternoon.
I joined today.
All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank God. Awesome.
Good that you have, guys. But please, you need to show what you contributed, who did what, right? But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, join in today, and I've already taken like interview, shared the form with friends, and then we had that sort of analysis part, and as
That's
part of
all.
the teacher analysis.
Just document all this as well. All right.
Yeah, all that is.
Okay. I think we are done with the reviews. Group 11, is your internet fine now? Do you want to give it a go to present right now, or is uh,
So Ruchi will be presenting.
Mitra, are you there?
Ruchi will be presenting. I'll be here as backup because I'm on my phone right now.
all right? So, who's going to present? Thank you so much,
Ruchi.
Group 15.
Group 15, amazing job. First of all, it's
Thank
really
you so
good.
much.
I think
Yeah.
the tracker part and the group contributions is one thing which is not clear. Uh, Somehow it feels, I mean, because we only saw only two names on the whimsical, therefore, like, is everyone doing anything or only two people are working? Okay, so that concern should not be there. That's it.
Okay, got your point. We'll
All
work
right.
with this one.
Awesome.
Great job otherwise. Okay. Who is going to share the screen for group 11? Please
I'll be sharing it.
proceed.
Ritu.
Ritu, please start sharing the screen.
Yes, 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we
yes,
can.
Ritu.
Yeah, okay. As Mohit told already that the pain points are
I
like,
think,
yeah.
sorry, but I
Should
did
I
not
speak?
hear much in the first
Yeah.
pitch at all. Like the first part when you tried, I didn't hear much. So please start all over again.
Okay. So in the morning after the first
Not
review,
morning.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't hear
Sorry.
what
My
Mohit
bad.
said. You have to start over. That's it.
Okay, as Mohit already said about the pain points, we sorry.
We didn't hear what Mohit
Is it
said.
Okay, I'll tell it.
is it
Okay.
okay if I take over?
Yeah, take
Yeah,
over.
sure,
Mohit.
sure. You can take over.
Yeah. So through our research, we primarily did our secondary research. We did everything through desk research. We went through a lot of documents and we figured out a lot of questions that we needed answers for. And we kind of identified a lot of two major pain points through the entire process. One was that users were not groups when they were actually going on vacations. They were not really actually planning their vacations. They were just arriving at their destinations, and then from there, there forward they would just trying to figure out what needs to be done. That usually sometimes does
Scrolling down.
not give the complete vacation experience.
Can you keep scrolling
Sorry?
down as he's speaking? Because
Yeah. So that sometimes does not give the complete experience of the trip. So our first solution for that was basically we wanted to create a step-by-step planning tool that would help the entire group to plan all the aspects uh, of the entire trip in a very systematical manner. The second pain point that we arrived was people like to share their trips. I mean, there's this huge emotional connection of people about sharing their trips when they share, especially when they go outdoor and they're clicking picture and they put it up and they get appreciation for those pictures. There's a very big feel good factor for the users. So that was something we thought is a very big sticky factor for the users to share content on MakeMyTrip itself if their content could be promoted in a very systematic manner over the application to gain popularity and reviews. So currently at what we are at are at a user journey stage. We are currently mapping the entire user journey of the user. It is a step-by-step process where we are defining the complete journey of the user under each step. Along with that, parallelly, we are also working on wireframes based on the user journey itself, so that we would probably arrive at a conclusion over the entire process at a much faster rate. We are not trying to build any high fidelity wireframes. We are just sketching it out on paper. Probably there'll be a lot of refining over these wireframes, and finally we'll be taking it to Figma very soon.
Good, good. Extensive work, guys. Well done. I just felt it's a little bit inconvenient to put everything on sheets. I don't know if you're already very convenient, but didn't you try some Notion or something? Is sheets comfortable for you, Mohit?
It's comfortable for me. I guess there are some
Hello?
problems with some one of our group mate, but like it's solved right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we are like
You're
now
managing
used
it.
to working on sheets. We have been doing it since yesterday continuously, so we are pretty used to it now.
Got it, got it.
Now it is pretty easy for us.
No, for the presentation's sake, I felt it doesn't offer the full view, like left and right scroll, both it has, no? Just
Yes,
for that,
yes.
because if when you present, no, only if it has a vertical scroll, it is easy to follow. That's my only point. But it's okay, guys. I mean, whatever is comfortable for you, please use it and make sure you
Yeah.
structure it properly when you present.
Definitely. We still a lot of refining on the wireframe. Right now, we were at a very initial stage on the wireframe. We still have a lot more to go. That is why we are basically trying to mirror whatever we have on the user journey. We are trying to mirror on the wireframe, so that if anybody absorbs these two informations together, they could easily refer to and fro and easily able to understand what is actually happening.
Okay, got it.
Makes sense. All right. Thank you, Team 11. Mentors, do you guys have any questions?
I don't.
All right.
I'm good.
I think then we are done with our review too.
We're done with your review too. Guys, just get back on backstage. We'll discuss for 5 to 10
Yeah.
minutes. And then, yeah.
All right.
Wait for the next review tomorrow. And John, Neil, please feel free to keep hopping into. We'll discuss all that backstage. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Get back to
Thank you so
work.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Good
Guys,
luck.
get back to work.
Back to work. Back to work.
Get back to work.
Awesome.